Imagine waking up every day, knowing exactly how to turn life's biggest obstacles into your greatest opportunities. Sounds like a superpower, right? It's not magic. It's about mastering the art of Stoicism. This ancient philosophy isn't just a collection of ideas. It's a lifeline for those navigating the unpredictability and chaos of modern life. Today, we're delving deep into the heart of Stoicism, exploring how it can transform not just the way you think, but the way you live. Whether you're facing personal challenges, seeking deeper happiness, or striving for personal growth, Stoicism offers timeless wisdom that's as relevant today as it was in ancient Greece. So if you're ready to unlock a more resilient, focused, and peaceful version of yourself, stay tuned. Let's embark on this journey together, discovering how to harness the power of Stoicism to create a life of purpose and strength. And remember, if you find value in our journey today, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like this video. Make sure to watch every moment without skipping to fully embrace the transformative power of Stoicism in your life. 1. Procrastination. We've all faced moments staring down a task only to say, "I'll do it later." But Stoicism urges us to seize the day. Seneca advises us not to postpone things, reminding us that life is short, and we must make the most of the time we have, avoiding hesitation or delay. Epictetus adds that we are what we repeatedly do. So procrastination should not become a habit if we aim to live fulfilling lives. Aristotle, although outside the Stoic tradition, aligns with this thought through his belief in the importance of action and habit in shaping character. He famously stated, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. This encapsulates the anti-procrastination ethos, emphasizing the role of consistent action in achieving excellence. It's not just about combating laziness. It's a profound call to embrace the present. Stoicism teaches us to confront tasks without hesitation, focus on actions within our control, and discard anxieties tied to future outcomes. This approach isn't about bulldozing through life's to-do list. It's a gentle reminder that the power of now is our most potent tool. Carl Jung might suggest that confronting tasks directly is part of individuation, a process of becoming aware of oneself and actualizing one's inherent potential. Through these lenses, procrastination is not just a thief of time, but of the opportunity to grow, learn, and live in alignment with our deepest values. So let's seize the day, embracing our tasks with courage and clarity, inspired by the wisdom of Stoicism and broader philosophical traditions. 2. Negative self-talk. Falling into the trap of negative self-talk can be like walking through life with a constant critic in your head. Stoicism, with its focus on resilience and control over one's mind, offers a powerful antidote. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This reminds us that our internal dialogue shapes our reality. By shifting our focus from self-criticism to self-compassion, we align more closely with Stoic principles. Seneca encouraged us to be steadfast and not swayed by fluctuating emotions, suggesting that tranquility comes from within, not from external validations. Epictetus emphasized that we have the power to choose our reactions, teaching us that our thoughts and judgments hold the key to our emotional well-being. Adopting this mindset means actively choosing thoughts that uplift and support our growth rather than those that tear us down. Aristotle spoke of virtue and the importance of aiming for the mean between excess and deficiency, which applies to our self-talk. Striving for perfection can lead to a negative self-narrative, but Aristotle would argue for the virtue of aiming for good enough as a more balanced approach. Plato's idea of the self being influenced by internal harmony resonates here. Negative self-talk disrupts this harmony, while positive, kind self-dialogue fosters it. Socrates' method of questioning can be applied to challenge and dismantle harmful self-talk, urging us to seek the truth behind our automatic thoughts. Carl Jung, from a psychological perspective, would likely point to the shadow self, suggesting that acknowledging and integrating our less desirable traits can lead to wholeness and reduce the need for harsh self-judgment. Transforming negative self-talk into a more positive and supportive inner dialogue is not just about silencing a critic, it's about nurturing an ally within ourselves. This shift doesn't negate the presence of flaws or challenges, but reframes them as opportunities for growth and learning. Remember, your worth isn't tied to perfection, but to your humanity and your continuous effort to align your thoughts with kindness towards yourself and others. 3. Facing challenges. Facing challenges can feel like standing at the edge of a cliff, contemplating the jump into the unknown. Stoicism offers a different perspective, encouraging us to see these moments not as cliffs, but as stepping stones. Each challenge is an opportunity to grow, to stretch beyond the familiar confines of our comfort zones, and to discover strengths we never knew we had. It's about embracing adversity with open arms, knowing that growth comes from discomfort. Marcus Aurelius taught that obstacles in our path can be transformed into opportunities, urging us to find strength in adversity. Seneca highlighted the importance of facing trials with courage, suggesting that what we fear doing most is usually what we most need to do. In the broader philosophical context, Aristotle encouraged the pursuit of the golden mean, a balance between extremes, suggesting that facing challenges allows us to find our virtuous middle ground. Plato showed us that challenging our understanding and beliefs leads to deeper wisdom. Socrates' method of relentless questioning invites us to confront our assumptions and grow in wisdom. From a psychological perspective, Carl Jung spoke of the process of individuation, the journey towards self-realization that often requires us to confront and integrate the shadow aspects of our personality. This process is akin to facing challenges head-on, recognizing them as essential to our personal growth. So, when life throws you into deep waters, remember the Stoic wisdom. It's in the swimming, in the struggle against the current, that we find our true strength. Let's not shy away from these moments. Instead, let's lean into them with the trust that we're capable of more than we ever imagined. 4. Excessive materialism. Excessive materialism often feels like a race we're all running but never winning. Stoicism offers a refreshing pause, a moment to step off the treadmill and ask, what are we really chasing? It teaches that true happiness isn't nestled in the latest gadget or the newest fashion trend, but in the treasures of wisdom, courage, and inner peace. It's about savoring the present, finding contentment in what we have, and reveling in the simple joys life offers. Marcus Aurelius once said, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. This sentiment echoes the Stoic belief in appreciating what we have and finding joy in the simplicity of life. Seneca challenged us to differentiate between our needs and wants, suggesting that understanding this distinction leads to true freedom. Similarly, Epictetus taught that external possessions are not within our control and thus should not be the foundation of our happiness. Echoing this, Aristotle noted, happiness depends upon ourselves, a reminder that the source of true contentment lies in our inner state rather than external circumstances. This wisdom aligns with modern psychology, where Carl Jung emphasized the importance of knowing oneself to achieve genuine happiness. By embracing these teachings, we can shift our focus from the endless acquisition of material goods to cultivating a rich inner life marked by simplicity, gratitude, and peace. Let's redirect our quest from the external to the internal, appreciating our current blessings and discovering the profound satisfaction that comes from simplicity and a Stoic appreciation of life's essentials. 5. Seeking external validation. Seeking external validation is like building your self-worth on quicksand, unstable and unsustainable. Stoicism, with its timeless wisdom, invites us to construct a more solid foundation for our self-esteem within ourselves. It nudges us to appreciate our own value, to nurture our inner virtues, wisdom, courage, self-discipline, and justice, and to find satisfaction in our accomplishments and growth. Marcus Aurelius counsels us to turn inward, emphasizing that peace comes from disregarding what lies outside our control and focusing on our inner self. Seneca reinforces this, suggesting that true satisfaction is self-generated, not derived from the fleeting opinions of others. Epictetus adds to this chorus, advocating for self-reliance and the cultivation of personal excellence over the quest for external accolades. This philosophy empowers us to stand firm in our beliefs and values, finding joy and contentment not in the fleeting approval of others but in the richness of our character and the peace that comes from self-acceptance. Let's embrace this Stoic approach, cultivating a sense of self rooted in the depth of our virtues, making us unshakable regardless of the external world's ever-changing opinions. 6. Coping with negative emotions. When we're swamped by negative emotions, anger, fear, sadness, it feels like being caught in a storm, doesn't it? Stoicism doesn't tell us to just slap on a smile and ignore these feelings. Instead, it offers a compass to navigate through them with reason and wisdom. Aristotle famously said, knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. This rings true when dealing with emotions. By understanding our emotional triggers and responses, we can start to see our feelings as signals, not dictates. Stoicism teaches us that our power lies not in the emotions themselves, but in our reactions to them. Epictetus emphasized this when he stated, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. It's about taking a step back to recognize and understand these emotions, asking ourselves why they're here and what they signify. rather than letting them dictate our actions impulsively. This Stoic practice encourages us to respond, not react, teaching us that within the eye of the emotional storm, we can find clarity and peace by applying reason. So, let's lean into this approach, transforming our relationship with our emotions to one of insight and balance rather than turmoil and uncertainty. Carl Jung also offers a complementary perspective, highlighting the importance of integrating all parts of our psyche to achieve wholeness. He suggests that confronting, rather than avoiding, our negative emotions is essential for personal growth. Remember, facing our emotions with Stoic wisdom involves a delicate balance of self-awareness, understanding, and rational response. It's about making a conscious choice to respond to life's challenges with virtue and equilibrium, crafting a life marked by inner peace and resilience. This Stoic approach to emotions is not just about enduring life's storms, but learning how to navigate through them with grace and strength. 7. Dwelling on past mistakes. Dwelling on past mistakes feels like walking forward while looking backward. You miss the beauty of the present and the potential of the future. Stoicism offers us a liberating perspective, teaching us to view our past not as a chain that binds us, but as a rich source of lessons and growth. It encourages us to learn from our missteps, forgive ourselves with compassion, and step forward with a clearer vision. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that our reactions to our past are within our control. Seneca emphasizes the importance of learning from our experiences and moving forward with wisdom. Epictetus encourages us to focus on what can be learned from each situation, highlighting the value of self-forgiveness and progress. The philosophy shared by these Stoics aligns with thoughts from Aristotle, Plato, and Socrates, who all advocated for the importance of self-reflection and learning from life's experiences. Carl Jung's concept of integrating our shadow selves speaks to this as well, suggesting that acknowledging and learning from the darker parts of our past can lead to personal growth and wholeness. The past, according to Stoicism, is our teacher, not our jailer. It's about embracing this wisdom, allowing ourselves to be free from the weight of past errors, and moving towards our future with a heart full of lessons learned and a spirit ready for what's to come. 8. Ignoring the well-being of others. Stoicism, through the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, underscores the importance of empathy and altruism, suggesting that extending a hand to those in need not only enriches their lives, but ours as well. Aristotle famously said, "Man is by nature a social animal," highlighting our inherent need to connect with and support others. Plato emphasized the role of the individual in contributing to the greater good of society. Carl Jung, a proponent of deep psychological insights, believed in the power of individuation not as a means of isolating oneself, but as a path to understanding one's role in the collective human experience. By embracing Stoic values and the wisdom of both ancient philosophers and modern psychology, we learn that our actions towards others reflect our inner world. Through kindness, we not only build a stronger community but also find deeper meaning and satisfaction in our lives. As we close this chapter on our journey together, remember, transformation is not just about the steps we take forward but also the shadows we leave behind. Like the Stoics, let's embrace each moment with courage, wisdom, and the serenity to accept what we cannot change while striving to improve what lies within our power. The path to self-discovery is ever evolving, a testament to our resilience and capacity for growth. If this conversation has sparked a flame within you, I invite you to dive deeper into our playlist on the screen, where wisdom awaits to light your way. Let's continue to grow together.